I wanted to drop a video for you guys. It's been a while since I've done one. It's been about 12 days or so. And I should probably explain kind of what's going on because I'm sure there are some questions about where I've been. But also, this is going to be a discussion video too because it does bring up a point. And I want to talk about why I have not reviewed the Moon Knight series or gone to go see Morbius. Because if you notice, there's no reviews here. And in the past, I've done like weekly reviews on the Marvel shows, like the Phase 4 shows, like WandaVision. I covered that as it was coming out. And later on, the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, Loki, and then, of course, Hawkeye. I gotta be honest, I was wondering when this Marvel fatigue would begin. And I think it's actually set in. I know for some fans, some people are still pretty dialed into Marvel. But I'll be honest with y'all, I'm a little bit burnt out. I think as much as I loved, and I mean I loved Spider-Man No Way Home, it was an amazing theatrical experience. After seeing the movie again on home video, it really is a theatrical movie. If you weren't there during the first couple weeks it was out, with the surprises and the movie theater going crazy over characters and moments, it's gonna stay in your brain if you were. But if you weren't, it's just not gonna be the same experience. And I'm not saying the movie's bad. I'm just saying that original theatrical experience is very special to me. So after that, or right before that, I saw Hawkeye, and I honestly did not like it. Hawkeye, for me, was kind of a waste of time, if I'm being honest. I have absolutely no desire to go watch it again, and Book of Boba Fett is close to that. Not quite, because there's like a couple of really good episodes, but these Disney Plus shows, man, I'm burnt out, dude. I heard that Morbius is not as bad as the critics say. The critics are kind of, don't even get me started on these critics, bro. These movie critics, they sometimes, it makes me wonder how anybody can take them seriously sometimes, but most of my friends that saw Morbius told me that the movie's not great, but it's not terrible. It's kind of just there. It's a mid-movie, nothing that's too, must-see. And when it comes to Moon Knight, I haven't even kept up with it because I'll be honest, I am burnt out on Marvel. I've been watching other shows, older shows on HBO Max, like old sitcoms that I'm catching up to. I was watching old WWF from '99. I've been watching other things and doing other things. And on my main channel, Geekdom 101, that's where I cover Dragon Ball and anime, mostly Dragon Ball. Like, that's my channel that's my living. Like, that's how I make a living is that channel. This channel, World of Geekdom, is more so fun for me. I do make some money on it, but it's not enough to, have it be a full-time job. At least not yet. It's just something that I do here on World of Geekdom, more for fun, to get my thoughts out. There's not a lot of editing involved. And I have not seen Moon Knight because I haven't been interested in it. And like I said, my interest level has nothing to do with, like, Oscar Isaac. Like, I like Oscar Isaac as an actor. I have nothing against the Moon Knight character, but if I'm being honest, I'm burnt out on Marvel, dude. I am burnt to a crisp. I think they put out way too many shows last year. I think there was too much stuff they put out that was kind of a letdown, like Black Widow, Eternals. These movies just weren't as good as people were expecting, and I do feel like they may have peaked with Infinity War and Endgame. However, they're also probably in the middle of a rebuilding phase. So when we get to the latter part of Phase 4 or maybe even Phase 5, it might feel better. But this is the one time where I'm just kind of like, I do want to go see Doctor Strange 2, and I will go see it. It's just right now, when it comes to Moon Knight, like, I'm going to eventually watch it. It's just not really capturing my attention. Same thing with that Miss Marvel show. Like, the character looks interesting, but do I really want to, spend my time on that, at least right when it comes out? I mean, I'll try for you guys, but, if I'm being honest, it's just not a priority to me right now. Like, currently at this current, state of my mind and my life, and I wonder if anybody else is feeling what I'm feeling, or any of you guys, burnt out on Marvel. Not that it's bad. It's not about saying that you dislike it. It's just there's so much stuff coming out, And the more stuff that comes out and the more real life situations come up, the harder it is to keep up with these things. And so that's where I'm at right now. I had a ton of fun last year on this channel, not only watching the Marvel shows, but also covering the DC animated movie universe. That was some of the most fun stuff I'd ever done on this channel, and I did it just for fun to talk to you guys about it. Right now, like, the superhero fatigue for me is kicked in. It's funny because a few years ago, I remember talking to a friend of mine about when this was going to happen, and a lot of us thought that, and this is before even Infinity War came out, a lot of us thought that the end of Phase 3 might be the beginning of a slowdown in Marvel. This is before we had any information about what they were going to do in Phase 4 or any of the multiverse stuff. This is way back. And, a lot of that was theorized, that people eventually, they get burnt out on something. And I think for me specifically, I can't speak for anybody else, but I am curious to see if you agree with me. I do need a little bit of a break, yo. Like, I really do. I'm interested in the Obi-Wan show coming out in May, so I'll probably do reviews on that, and I'm probably going to catch up to Moon Knight at some point, and I'll cover it here on the channel. It's just that right now, it's just not a priority. It just is not a priority. I'm not that interested in it because I have been burnt out. Like, there's too much stuff right now, and if I'm being honest, none of it seems that important. So that's my little ramble about why I haven't watched Moon Knight and why I have not watched Morbius. So Sonic was fun though. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm curious about reading the comments on this one because I want to know if I'm the only one. I feel like I'm getting behind a little bit and I have to catch up to keep up with the story. But is Moon Knight's story really going to reflect anything in the upcoming movies, or is it just building up a new character for future phases? I feel like a lot of this is the latter, not the former, even though we know that obviously, WandaVision is going to set up some things for the Doctor Strange movie. Low-key Season 2 is going to be coming out, and when's that going to get a payoff? Ant-Man? And that's a while from now. So I do wonder if Marvel, and I appreciate them sowing the seeds, but I do wonder if people are going to just wait on some of these until they actually feel like it's worth watching and where things actually matter. Thanks again. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.